Hello and welcome to Japanese in 5, where we take 5 minutes out of your extremely busy day and teach you some Japanese, because you've been studying for a long time. Matter of fact, you've been married to a Japanese woman for 5 years and you don't even know how old she is. You need to really get on the ball. Hopefully these 5 minutes will teach you a couple things. Today we're going to talk about same sound, different meaning. This is of course common in Japanese and in many languages. For example, in English we say, "Oh, you look pale," and there's water in a pail. That's complicated maybe for people studying English, but there's going to be words like that in Japanese. But the good news is context will almost always save you. So let's look at the first sound. It's mushi. Mushi. Now what I want you to do is think, what words do you know that are mushi? Maybe you could play along, for those of you in the chat room. Here's the first one. It's such a giveaway. It's such an easy one. It's mushi. Bug. Bug, all right? Then there's another mushi, which is written with 2 kanji instead, and that's this one. It's mushi, to ignore. So it can be an actual verb, mushi suru. You could say, don't ignore me, mushi suru na. Or, very nicely, mushi shinai de kudasai, right? Then there's another mushi that's combined with another word, mushiatsui, and that means to be humid. Kyou wa mushiatsui desu. Today is very humid. Mushi atsui. This is, I'm not sure exactly where that comes from. Like, it's musu, steam, and atsui, to be hot. So mushi atsui, to be humid, steamy hot. All right, now I put this next one in for you foreigners that have been studying for 5 years but still say this. It's not mushi mushi. It's moshi moshi. Completely different. So if you ever say mushi mushi to me on the phone, I will say back to you, bug bug to you too. Because foreigners do this all the time. Please don't do that. Now, I have a challenge for everyone, and I'm not even going to give you the answer. Look at this next sentence. Try to translate it in the comments below or in the chat room right now for those of you that are watching the live stream. It is this right here. Mushiatsui hi ni wa mushi ga takusan iru kedo mushi sureba ii yo. One more time. Mushiatsui hi ni wa mushi ga takusan iru kedo mushi sureba ii yo. All right, here we go. Next word sound is kaeru. Kaeru. Now this could be, you might have your purists say it's kaeru, kaeru, kaeru. I don't know any of these tone things because Japanese doesn't typically have tones. But let's look at some words. Kaeru. Kaeru means to return. Kaeru. Then you have another verb, and by the way, just for those of you that are studying verbs, this is kaeru. It's a regular verb, even though it ends in a ru. So if you want to say, I'm going home, kaerimasu, kaerimashita, like you just changed the ru into a ri. But this next word, kaeru, same exact sound, kaeru, it means to change. But kaeru, this kaeru, is what we call on yesjapan.com an iru-eru verb. That means instead of changing the final ru to conjugate, you have to drop the ru. So to say I'm going to change something, like in my life perhaps, or my shirt would be kigaeru, it's a little bit of a different word, but you would just take the ru off. Kaemasu, kaemashita, I changed or I will change, all right? And the final kaeru word is kaeru, a frog, kaeru, all right? All right, here's the next sound, naku. Naku. Now, it took me about 10 years to know the difference between the next two words. I really never, ever realized it. This is naku, to cry, naku, naku. But this naku, you'll also hear, but animals do it. But animals aren't crying. They're chirping or singing or howling. We're going to go a little bit over today. I apologize. And then this naku, which just means having none. Right? So you might hear this in a sentence. Something something ga naku, something something, right? But the kanji might not be there, but I'm just showing you the difference in kanji so that you understand. Here's another good word. Sentaku. Sentaku. This means a couple things. There's this one, which means a selection, sentaku, all right? And this one, sentaku, which means laundry. Laundry, all right? This word we all know what kanji is. We're all studying it. Kanji means the Chinese characters, but it also means this. It means to feel. Kanji, to feel. It comes from the verb kanjiru, to feel. Hashi. Hashi has 3 possible words, and I believe this is the last one. It is hashi, Now again, people will say one is hashi, the other one is hashi, hashi. They'll say up and down. Don't worry about it. Contextually, it's not going to matter. This is bridge, it's hashi. All right, next one is hashi, chopstick. Look at the kanji difference. That's bridge, that's chopstick, and we got one more, hashi. A little bit stronger on the S-H-I, the sound, right? That's shi sound, hashi, hashi, all right? This means the edge of something. So here's your second and final challenge sentence. It is, hashi ga hashi no hashi ni oite arimasu. One more time. Hashi ga hashi no hashi ni oite arimasu. Translate it in the comments down below or in the chat room right now for those of you watching the stream. If you'd like to learn more Japanese, get this book or come to yesjapan.com and learn completely for free. See you in the next Japanese in 5. Bye bye.